As I said, this is we're looking at 60 games left, and it's time to pick up the pace.
What did you see out of Conforto in his at bats?
Well, he's a good-looking hitter. You look at it and hits the ball over the field. He's got plate discipline. He laid off a couple good, real tough pitches, and obviously he's got a very good eye. And we'll keep taking a look at him.
The fourth at bat, they shifted him. Were you surprised by that, based on what you know about him and how quickly?
Based on what I know about him, I was a little surprised because I know he'll hit the ball all over the park. So, and he got a ball down the way, and he did what we thought he would do, and that's just try to put a good swing on it and hit the ball the other way. So, but he's a good-looking offensive player for sure.
When you look at what's happened to Kirk in the last 7 to 10 days, can you talk about that a little bit and how he's another guy that's using the whole field too?
He is, Rich, and one of the things that when Kirk came back, as we saw last year, we sent him out last year. He went down to the minor leagues, got his swing back, came up, and did a tremendous job at the end of the season. This guy's, I think Bob was telling me he's like 11 for his last 25 or something. Maybe even better than that. I'm not sure, but he's come back and swinging the bat very, very well. We all know he can play defense. A tremendous throw on Peterson's ball. So we're just going to, come out tomorrow. We got a little bigger challenge tomorrow and get after it.
Yeah, Zach, Harry, it's only been a few days, but has there been one thing that stood out to you about Conforto?
I'm sorry?
In a few days, has there been one thing that stood out to you?
I mean, in 2 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few days he's been here.
Well, Zach, again, you watch him at the plate. He's real calm. He got great balance at the plate. And as I said, you watch him swing the bat, and if you watch the videos of him, boy, his head stays behind the ball like it's supposed to, and the ball inside, he got his hands inside the ball. I'll tell you, this is the first time I've seen him run the bases, to be honest. I'm impressed the way he ran the bases. That ball in the right field corner, came around first, read the play, saw that, the right fielder Andre didn't come up with it real clean, took the extra base. Scored on a single, even though he didn't care what the score was. He's going to score on a base hit, on Harv's base hit. So I was really impressed with the fact that the way he ran the bases also.
Matt cut down on the walks tonight for the first time in like 3 or 4 starts. What do you think contributed to that?
Well, I'm sure he'll tell you a 5-man rotation. So I just think, again, I think that had something to do with it. I think he's, on the regular routines. Probably helped him.
Terry, what are you thinking on that? As that ball is hitting, you have almost a near collision between Conforto and Tejada, and how is Conforto? Is there any ill effects?
No, both guys are okay. But again, I've seen some serious injuries on a play like that. But again, even though the game was kind of out of hand at the time, there's only one way to play, and they went after it hard. I'm just glad neither of them got hurt.
Talk about Kelly Johnson a little bit. I mean, he's a pro hitter, but does his swing, do you think, could fit into down that right field line? He looks like he's that type of a guy that can hit it down there.
Rich, again, I haven't seen enough of these guys. Kelly Johnson, last year with the Yankees, only saw him a couple of games. This year in Atlanta, after Freddie got hurt, we saw him play sometimes. He's a professional hitter. We know he's dangerous. You look in, he's got 9 homers in 190 at bats, I think. That's pretty good. So that's why I thought it was very impressive that we got both these guys. I mean, you look at Juan's numbers. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of at bats either yet. He's got some production out of him. So we're glad they're here. We're going to obviously mix and match as we go along here, try to keep them in the lineup and see if our offense picks up.
Terry, obviously you're not going to score 15 runs every night, but is it more than just coincidence to say a few new guys come up, some fresh faces, some energy, and there is a boost? And how much of that is something that you can expand upon?
Tony, it's hard to say. I think there is obviously. You guys have brought it up a couple times. The fact that we made a move to help us get better. I think brought some energy to the clubhouse. Guys, certainly they're saying, hey, we went out and got a couple guys. Well, those guys, if they're going to play, someone's not going to play. Well, you know what that happens? That challenges the guys who are not going to play. And means, hey, step up. As I address some of the guys today, I said, it's time. We have fought the battle. We've hung in there, and now it's time we got to kick it in gear. And I think these guys brought some energy. We all know the young players do. Having Michael up here, guys are excited they've read about him, heard about him. Now they get to see him play at this level, and so far he's done well. Dave, we got a concert tonight. We got to move this along.
Terry, I was just going to say, you've sat through some pretty brutal offensive performances for your team for most of this season. I mean, when you're watching the game tonight, I mean, are you like pinching yourself, or you have a hard time believing what you're seeing out there?
Well, again, this was one of those nights where everything went right for us, and you're going to have them once in a while, and you need them. You need them for everybody to take a deep breath, and everybody wants to get in on the hit party, But don't get used to it tomorrow, because it's going to be a little different story tomorrow. So, but you got to have them once in a while, and every team gets them. And tonight we had ours, and it was fun to watch. It was nice. Some guys, knew has a big night. Michael has a big night. I think it's going to help Lucas a game like today, confidence, and again, he's challenged like a lot of the guys. So we'll just see what it looks like here in the next few days.
Murphy, okay? You just want to get a look at a rebound?
Yeah, I just want to get one in there, and he hasn't played. He told me he hasn't played in 2 or 3 days, so I wanted to get him in there.